Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Alilimall Submersible LED Light. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So this is a submersible LED light or waterproof LED light, and this one is used for decorative purposes. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by, of course, flipping up the box lid to reveal the contents of the box right there. And now let's pop the contents out and lay them on the tabletop. Okay, and just making sure nothing else is left behind, we can set the box to one side right there as I try and arrange the contents neatly across the tabletop right there. So that's the entire contents from the Alilimall Submersible LED Light box. Let's first take a look at this card here. Okay, as you can see, the print is really small, so this is an instruction manual, or the instruction manual for the Alilimall Submersible LED Light. And it does fold out to show you the instructions or details of the accessories that come with the LED light. So it does come with a remote control, as you can see on the diagram on the left, and of course on the right hand side there appears to be some instructions on the battery and some technical specifications as well. And of course on the reverse side, very fine print there. And below. Okay, so setting the user instructions to the side, we move on to the next item. Let's take a look at this small packet here. So there is a small little packet of what appears to be 4 suction cups. So there are 4 suction cups in there. Let's pop open the packet and then I can give you a better look at these suction cups. So are they of the same size? We'll soon find out. So showing you the close-up of these suction cups, they appear to be of the same size, so all 4 of them, as you can see right there. So that's just one way of mounting the LED light to a flat surface with these suction cups, which is nice to see. So plenty of options there, or at least one option there, to mount the Alilimall Submersible LED light onto a flat surface. So it could be vertical or horizontal surface, or whatever angle you so desire. Okay, and moving on to the next item, there is a remote control. So as you can see, it does have colored buttons there, so it's easy to see which buttons operate what color. Of course, it runs off a radio frequency, so it's an RF transmitter. And of course, we're going to pop it out from its clear plastic pocket right here. Beg your pardon, packet. So let's do that by, of course, peeling back the packet flap and sliding the remote control out, and we're going to put the packet off frame right there, and let me make some adjustments to the arrangements on the tabletop so you have a good view of everything in the frame. Okay, so you can see various buttons there across the remote surface. So RGB, red, green, blue, and of course you have magenta, yellow, and cyan. And below, different lighting features for W might be white, flash, crossfade, spark, auto, and mix. So there are a variety of lighting modes that work with this submersible LED light. And of course you can see the transmitter right at the front of the remote control. So very light in weight, and of course made out of plastic, as you can see, quite visibly see. And size wise, just to show you the size, very small right there, and slim, resting in the palm of my hand. And of course there is a protective battery saving tab right here, a clear tab as you can see, which I'll pull out later when we're ready to turn the LED light on. So as you can see as well, on the back there is a diagram of the battery to use, which is a CR2025 battery. I'm pretty sure a CR2032 battery will work with this as well. Okay, setting the remote control down, we move on to the main item itself, which is the submersible LED light. So if you've been following my channel for a while, or have seen my other video of the submersible light from Western Tech, this one is way bigger. This one from Alilimall, this is huge. This is absolutely massive from the standard ones that we see that are retailed on the marketplace. So here we go. So nice big chunky LED light. So this is obviously designed for use underwater, but can be used out of water as well. And I'm just gonna make some adjustments in terms of the layout right here. Okay, so once again, nice good view, and you can see the Alilimall branding right there. And it does have a magnet right there, so that's just another option of mounting this submersible LED light. So I'm going to give you some close-up looks now. So obviously it does have a clear plastic body, and just showing you just how thick or high or tall this unit is. And I'll move or rotate the unit around so you can see the design of it and the components that are contained within, and of course the underside of the LED light, or the base of the LED light, or depending on how you orientate the light, this could be facing the upwards as well. And showing you the side profile in a vertical orientation. So nice and very clear edges of the LED light housing. Of course, back to the top. And once again, showing you just how big this unit is. And the LEDs on the opposite surface right here. You can see there are 10 LEDs altogether, 5 per side depending on how you see it. And of course it does have a protective plastic film on it, so let's go ahead and remove that so you have a slightly better view of the underside or the top side depending on how you orientate the submersible LED light. So right there, giving you a nice good look. So as I mentioned, this is a bigger than standard size to the commonly seen underwater or waterproof LED lights. This is quite a big unit right here, and just how big I'll show you in a second. Okay, just for comparison's sake, this is the Western Tech waterproof LED light, which I unboxed and tested many videos ago. If you've been following my channel for a while, you might remember this LED light in my right hand. So you can see just how big that difference is in terms of size. It's like little brother and big brother on the left. And just look at the difference in terms of the LED light size as well. The ones on the left are humongous compared to the ones on the right. And the height of the unit is nearly double of that of the Western Tech on the right hand side. Just to show you, if I stack them on top of each other, you can clearly see that size difference. Okay, so now let's go ahead and twist open this unit here, just to show you the insides. So it requires 3 AA batteries to power. Right there, and let's go ahead and pop 3 AA batteries into the unit. So I do have the Amazon Basics pre-charged rechargeable batteries, which I've also unboxed in my channel many videos ago. Let's go ahead and pop them in. And then of course screwing the top back on. So it does have a very solid feel. You can see, before I close it up, you can see the thickness of the housing by looking at the outside and the inside of the housing. You can see just how thick that body is. Of course on the cover as well. So let's go ahead and put it all together by simply screwing it down, making sure that it's nice and even, because the last thing we want to do is leave an uneven seal on the unit and then allowing water to enter it. So you don't want to over tighten it either, because you might end up snapping or breaking the seal on it. So there we go. So making sure that it's tight but not too tight. Okay, so nicely put together now. Let's move to the remote control. So spinning that back around, and just to show you, you can see the batteries are in there now. Let's pull the battery saving tab out. And now let's turn it on by hitting the R button and see what happens. So you can see that the light has come on in the red mode, and pressing the next button to see what it does. So green, blue, cyan, yellow, and magenta. And let's continue on with W. So W gives a white color and flashes. And you can see it flashes about 5 times before shifting to the next color. Okay, now let's press the crossfade. So crossfade just fades in and out, doesn't appear to be shifting from color to color. But let's go back to white, go back to flash, and then press crossfade. Okay, so crossfade just fades in and out of the last color that was used. Okay, and let's press on spark now. Spark simply changes from one color to the next. And let's press auto and see what that does. Auto has a very lovely shifting transition, very smooth and gradual from one color to the next, just a very smooth cycling color change. And let's press mixed and see what happens with the mixed. Okay, so mix might be a combination of different modes, but so far it just seems to be cycling from one color to the next, or just changing instantly from one color to the next, which we've seen in the spark mode as well. So let's press spark as well. So that spark, let's press it again just to make sure that we actually activated that mode. Okay, so spark and mixed appear to be doing the same thing. Or perhaps mix requires a bit more time before the next effect kicks in. But nonetheless, you're seeing what you're seeing. Okay, so let's go through those colors again. Or perhaps hit off. And then let's go back to mixed. And press the buttons around, so blue, green, red, magenta, yellow, cyan, crossfade, basically fades in and fades out, flash simply blinks, W is white, and spark does instant color changes from one to the next, and auto has the smoothest color change from one to the next, and then mix appears to do the same thing that spark does. Okay, so now the next thing to test out, it's waterproofness, and we'll see that in just a sec. Now giving you a close-up look at the LEDs. It's right there, just flashing away, or changing away in the mixed mode, or what we can also see this in the spark mode. So nice, beautiful colors coming out of the Alilimall Submersible LED Light right there. And I'm going to shift it to the auto mode, because auto mode just has that very relaxing color change right there. Very smooth and gradual. And turning it back around again, right there. So a very gentle and super smooth fading from one color to the next. And let's take a look at the suction cups, because we didn't really quite find out how these get mounted. So just looking for spots. So okay, so the suction cups simply lock into the ends of this bar here. There are couple of grooves on either end of this bar, so they simply just tuck in there, and then you can stick them on to any flat surface and they will stay securely in place. So all you need is two, because there's only space for two suction cups, so that means the other two are just for spares. Okay, so now we've done that, had a close-up look with the LED light on. we're now going to pop it into a tub of water. So I do have a tub of water here. And let's plug it in the tub right there. And it seems to be doing just fine, resting in the tub of water. And of course, we can still go ahead and operate the colors from the remote control. No problems there with the various color modes, be it flash, spark, mixed, auto, or even just the solid colors with the red, green, blue, cyan, yellow, or magenta. And of course, let's swirl the LED light around just to make sure that it's getting a proper time in the water. So you can hear that lovely slushing sound of the water and how the light plays inside a tub of water. And of course we can go ahead and still play around with the different colors and see how those colors appear in a tub of water. So there we go, you can see nice and soothing color transitions, especially with the auto mode, which is my favorite mode, being very gentle and very calming to look at. So right there you can see the unit is perfectly fine right there. No issues there, even with some vigorous shakes. As you know, a unit like this with water going into it will pretty much kill the unit dead, as the batteries in there will be properly disrupted. So let's flip it back down and enjoy the Alilimall Submersible LED Light for a while more. And of course we can turn it off. So there we go. You can see with the light off and the light on, the difference that it makes to the atmosphere or surroundings. So that's the Alilimall Submersible LED Light. Thanks for watching and happy shining!